The story of Gertrude Ederle, Queen of the Waves. The English Channel is a narrow water body separating southern England from northern France. It is a vital link between the Atlantic Ocean and the North Sea. It is roughly 560 kilometers long. The width varies between 33.1 kilometers at the Strait of Dover, its narrowest point, and 240 kilometers at its widest. The channel is a strategic gateway for international trade and military defense. It connects major ports like Dover and Calais and facilitates the movement of goods and people, underpinning the economies of the UK and mainland Europe. Its unique geographical and historical significance also makes it a popular challenge for adventurers and athletes. Since Captain Matthew Webb's first solo swim in 1875, crossing the channel has become a benchmark of endurance. Today, it has evolved into a competitive event featuring various activities like swimming, rowing, and kite surfing. Many people attempt the crossing, symbolizing human resilience. But today's story isn't just about the English Channel. It's about Gertrude Ederle and her remarkable connection to this famous stretch of water. Gertrude Caroline Ederle was born on October 23, 1905, in New York City to Henry and Anna Ederle. Ederles were German immigrants and owned a butcher shop in Manhattan. They lived with their 6 children in a modest apartment on the Upper West Side. Gertrude, fondly called Trudy by her family, had a special bond with water. Her father taught her to swim in a water-filled wooden tub used to store live eels at his shop. Summers were often spent at the New Jersey shore. While her siblings were cautious around the sea, Trudy would spend hours swimming. This passion for swimming laid the foundation for her legendary feats. At 12, Ederle joined the Women's Swimming Association, WSA. WSA was a pioneering organization that promoted women's competitive swimming. Coach Louis de Breda Handley spotted her talent early and took her under her wings. Under her guidance, Ederle refined her swimming technique and learned the discipline needed to ace the sport. Ederle's powerful, natural stroke and determination to push beyond limits set her apart from the other swimmers. Soon, Ederle was competing in local and national swimming competitions. She quickly made a name for herself with her trademark style, the American crawl. It was a variation of the freestyle stroke, which she executed with unmatched power and speed. By 1921, Ederle had already set her first world record in the 800-meter freestyle. In 1922, at just 16 years of age, she broke 7 world records in a single afternoon at Brighton Beach, New York. This feat garnered her significant attention and established her as a formidable force in the world of competitive swimming. She was selected for the American women's swim team for the 1922 Paris Olympics. In Paris, she was part of the 4x100-meter freestyle relay team. They won a gold medal and set a new world record. Individually, she won bronze medals in the 100-meter and 400-meter freestyle events. Ederle's performance solidified her reputation as one of the world's top swimmers. Ederle's competitive spirit and relentless drive led her to seek new challenges. After the Olympics, she set her sights on a feat that had eluded many before her: swimming across the English Channel. The ultimate test of endurance and resilience. At that time, only 5 men had successfully made the crossing. No woman had yet achieved the feat. For Ederle, the challenge of swimming the English Channel was not just about personal glory. It was about proving that women can compete with men in the most grueling of athletic endeavors. She also aimed to inspire women to pursue their dreams with determination and courage. On August 18, 1925, Ederle made her first attempt to swim the English Channel. She battled rough seas and icy water for 9 hours. Her coach, mistakenly believing she was in distress, pulled her out of the water. Devastated but undeterred, Ederle vowed to return and prove herself. On August 6, 1926, Ederle made her second attempt. She coated herself in a thick layer of lanolin and petroleum jelly to protect against the frigid water and jellyfish stings. She was accompanied by a support team that included her father, her sister, and coach Thomas Burgess. Burgess was a former Channel swimmer. They followed her progress in a boat. The swim began at Cape Gris-Nez in France under challenging conditions, strong currents, icy waters, and unpredictable weather. Throughout the swim, Ederle's optimism and determination shone through. She sang songs, including "Let Me Call You Sweetheart," to keep herself motivated and set a steady pace. She faced waves as high as 6 feet. Strong tides extended her route to over 56 kilometers instead of the usual 33.1 kilometers. After 14 hours and 34 minutes, Ederle reached the shores of Kingsdown, England. At 20 years old, she became the first woman to conquer the Channel, shattering the existing record by 2 hours and proving that women can surpass men in endurance swimming. Ederle's successful crossing of the English Channel was a monumental achievement that captured the world's imagination. She earned the title Queen of the Waves and achieved international acclaim. She returned to the United States as a national hero, receiving many awards, including the French Legion of Honor. President Calvin Coolidge called her America's Best Girl. Ederle's accomplishment inspired generations of women and athletes. She demonstrated that women could excel in endurance sports and challenge traditional gender roles. Her swim was a milestone in the history of women's athletics. It paved the way for greater opportunities for female athletes. Ederle's career was cut short by a hearing impairment that worsened after her Channel swim. Despite this, she remained active in promoting swimming and water safety, teaching swimming to children with disabilities. She continued to advocate for women's sports and inspire future generations of female athletes. Gertrude Ederle passed away on November 30, 2003, at the age of 98. Her legacy endures as a trailblazer who redefined the possibilities for women in sports. In the words of her biographer, Gertrude Ederle didn't just conquer the Channel. She conquered the world's expectations of what a woman could achieve. I am sure you found this story interesting. Please subscribe and get updates on new posts and stories.